In the Western culture, there's a lot of negative stereotypes when it comes to black people. People think that just because we live in America and because we have a black president and people of color can do whatever they want, that we're not racist. There's a lot of stereotypes out there due to how we're influenced by our pop culture and our media that influence us to think that these stereotypes are true. Um, these stereotypes humiliate people and their children and last through generations. So today we're going to go over these ideas of what stereotypes are out there, and we're going to show you pictures that basically support our idea. Here you go.
Hello, my name is Josh Ramos, and I wanted to talk about how black males are represented in today's society throughout media. Black male stereotypes in today's society are portrayed in many different ways throughout media, in the news, reality television, music videos, and many other programs and forms of media. One way black males are seen throughout the media is by being an athlete. Everybody loves their sports, and athletes like Tiger Woods, Kobe Bryant, and Floyd Mayweather are known for their athletic achievements and are recognized because so. They are constantly being put on commercials and TV shows and YouTube channels because of what they do and are praised because of which. But the minute they do something wrong, they are pretty much shunned and rejected by the people that once praised them. And often, when they are shunned and rejected, they are sometimes forgotten. Many memorable states, black athletes can reject people who reject them because their wealth enables them to do so. One person most known for doing so is Floyd Money Mayweather. He is a professional boxer that is, in a nutshell, the least bit humble. He boasts his money around and is really all about himself, his money, and his belt. Another form of media where black people are recognized is by being rappers. Rappers known for their lyrics are usually also known for something else, mostly by their image, and a rapper that is a gangster sells. This may not be how black males act all around the world, but because this is what their audience wants, and because this sells, this is how they are portrayed. For example, 50 Cent, Tupac, 2 Chainz are all well known for their music and also their image. Their image creates them and is what people all around the world see.
I don't know that don't shit phase. The next could go 0 for 82 when I look at you like this shit gravy. Fall so hard, this shit weird. We ain't even Pope be here. Fall so
Hi, my name is Eric Vandell. Previously, Josh covered some of the black stereotypes, while I'll touch on a few myself. Another stereotype that black people may fall prone to is the brute or the savage-like image, and many men are usually categorized as such groups solely from their appearance. In which the largest reason for the discrimination, of course, is the man's skin color. But just like every other race, black males come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. But the one thing that's which is portrayed the most and publicized the most, is as the ideal African American is often their very most extreme image. Since the skin color is the main factor for racial stereotyping, what this means that generally, if one is among the tones of skin color that can be categorized as black, and they carry some of the common physical attributes, then the ideal black man is immediately and directly correlated to that individual. Common physical traits that are related to a brute are usually the athletic build, the suspect clothing, and just a threatening disposition. To go further in depth, the personality characteristics that are expected of the brute are those that are more on the violent side. They are known to carry a pugnacious attitude and are often quick to resolve to violent and illegal measures. And these are some of the reasons that why the black male race is often stereotyped to the criminal face. But according to the correctional population of the United States in the 2010 U.S. Census, out of 100,000 people, 2,200 African Americans, 968 Latinos, and 380 whites are incarcerated. So statistically speaking, yes, majority of incarcerated criminals are black, but this statement cannot be translated nor confirm the belief that majority of black men are incarcerated criminals. Thus eliminates the validity of any sort of justification for the stereotype that most African Americans are criminals. Another invalid stereotype is the overly portrayed Mandingo title. The Mandingo is mainly a personality-based stereotype. It is believed to be a whole other mindset that black men have. These men are described as usually hypersexual, thus proving that their intentions or motives are just purely sexual. The only physical trait of the Mandingo is being known for having an inhumanely large reproductive organ. The effects of the stereotype are that it often causes women to be more timid or just shy away when it comes to expressing oneself sexually to a black male. The only reasoning behind this is the deception that black males' advances are just a result of one motive, which is sex. That was my little spiel on stereotypes, so thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer.
Hello, my name is Dayana Corona, and I'm going to be talking to you about the stereotypes of black females. The emotional stereotypes black females have had, in particularly in the white culture, are that they are loud, rude, unclassy, and sometimes even considered manly. The loud and the rude stereotypes sometimes come from the image that has been marketed hugely by the mass media, which is the word considered a bitch. Sometimes black women are considered this because they are associated with the girl gone wild image, the image that is can be portrayed as a Jezebel. Jezebel is considered a hypersexual woman, and sometimes being considered a bad bitch is, in some aspects, can be considered a compliment. According to the University of Cincinnati, also that black women always seem to have a fight, but usually when they have a fight, the thing that reflects back is they're loud and they're rude. The unclassy stereotypes from how black women are perceived can easily be manipulated and controlled for the sake of sex. Black characters stem to gain a lot of power from the control of black women. One of the issues can be controlled highly is important within the universe of black popular culture that is marketed by the mass media, according to Patricia Collins from the book Black Sexual Politics. This is important because not only are they seen as unclassy, but they also, in many aspects, they've been observed as bad mothers. Collins states that throughout many years, black women have been stigmatized as young, poor, single, irresponsible, and very reliable in the state. Now, this is an important issue because also Manning Marble of the book of the Great Whales of Democracy, he also states that during Ronald Reagan's presidency, Ronald Reagan tried to cut programs that helped low-income families, and to do this, he used an image of a black woman, which was named Queen, the Welfare Queen. The Welfare Queen was portrayed as a black woman who was lazy, didn't work or anything, but only lived off taxpayers' money. So what Ronald Reagan did is try to portray a black woman as somebody who's not really a person that likes to work or anything that she's even considered smart to find a job, but rather stigmatizes the black females. Also, according to the author Brown, he said that females who are associated with sports and have large muscles sometimes are considered more manly than actual females, which can be sometimes characterized sadly as something animalistic portrayal, like like how men are in the white culture, how black men are considered in the white culture, how they're considered as savages, not really as men who actually have powerful insights and who think, who have families. They're often portrayed as savages, and sometimes black females who are in sports sometimes can also be portrayed like that because they're seen more as one manly. Also, Patricia Collins, one of her quotes, she states that the U.S. news media reconstruction black African Americans as tribal, of threatening, savage, and incapable of self-government and democracy, and also black urban neighborhoods are sites equal, incapable of controlling their children and being self-governing. These stereotypes are only few of the negative impacts that not only are seen in America but throughout the whole world. These stereotypes are some of the negative images people all over the world have received of black females that are portrayed in a terrible way that humiliates and dishonors the black culture.
Hi, I'm Michelle Tafoya, and I'm talking about stereotypes of black females, but more in the physical aspect of things. The physical aspect of them is that they're either over-sexualized or that they're not sexually appealing at all. Black females have that stereotype of having a big butt and big boobs, so they have that hourglass figure, and if they don't have that hourglass figure, then they're considered not sexually appealing at all. Collins mentions a film called Booty Call for two reasons. One, with the whole idea of like females being like a booty call and that they're only like a sexual object, and the idea to mention the historical background of the word booty. One of the historical meanings of the word booty is that it represents like black promiscuity. This is the idea that black males have sex with black females, not for their body, instead of having like a personal relation with them, but it's only if they have like a big butt or big boobs, and they're gonna like use them for a hookup. Hooks explores this idea when you ask this question, whose pussy is this? This is showing that there's no emotional attachment to any of like the sexual relations people have, and that it's just like another girl that they're sleeping with. And if there is no emotional attachment, then the black female is just going to get the reputation of being a slut, which goes back to Hook's idea that you either could be a slut or a mammy. The other stereotype is a mammy, and a mammy is usually like a large black woman who is like the caretaker of like a group. So like in the black community, it would be someone that would be looked up to, and that like none of the males would look at her as a hookup but like respect her. But in the white community, it's like a caretaker who has like no really importance except to take care of the white community, and that's just kind of wrong because they should have more importance. So neither stereotype is like a positive one, because neither represent the respect that a black woman's body should have, and her characteristics that she has shouldn't be used as much when it comes to the community. So that is the physical aspect of the of a black woman, basically.
Nice look back there. Booty me down. Booty me down.
Looking at these stereotypes, we realize that they're really still out there, and it takes people like me and my fellow classmates to show you guys that they're still out there and we need to do something about them. It's only a stereotype, and it doesn't reflect on every single black female and black male out there. So let's start the fight and change the people's view of people, because in the end, we're all humans and we're all the same.